Take one deep, long breath, exhale deeply, and just concentrate on your natural breathing. Once again, take one deep, long breath. While exhaling, slowly open your eyes. So, Ghenil says somewhere, Akarena Bahirjati, Sakarena Vishit Puna, Hans Hansiti Amu Mantram, Jivo Japti Sarvada. This ajapa jap is going on, but we are not aware of it. Not only the human being, but all creatures are busy with this, but we are not having this background. No awareness. Okay, so should we start the fifth one? So there are so many things, so we can start and we'll discuss in between. अथाता संप्रवक्ष्यामि प्राणायामस्य सविधिं यस्य साधन मात्रेण देवतुल्य भवेत् नरा. You will become like a Devatulya. And this body, people used to say that this is a temple, and in this temple, so God is sitting. So you have to clean this temple properly. You have to develop a satvikta. So Devatulya Bhaved Nara. Ath, now Athata Sampravakshani will tell you the pranayamasya sabidikam, the techniques of the pranayam. Yasya sadhana matrena, if you practice it properly, then devatulya bhaved nara, you will become like a deva, god-like. But adau, in the beginning, sthanam tatha kalam, time and place, and mitaharam tatha param. You have to take care of your food. Nadi shuddhim tatha paschat. Unless you purify the system, nadi shuddhi, pranaya, paschat pranayamam cha samavesta. Only after doing this all. The same thing in Adipar Deepika, it will be easy for you to understand. अथासने दृढ़े योगी बशी हित मिताशना गुरु उपदिष्ट मार्गेण प्राणायामा समाभ्यसेत. 4 factors, almost all yogis they say like this. Ath asane dide yogi, you have to be stable in asana, wherein you should sit for at least for 1 hour continuously without any discomfort. And it comes only when you do certain cultural postures, wherein flexibility, your endurance, muscle toning is done with the help of the cultural poses. Cultural poses, whatever the poses we are doing while lying on the back, while lying on the prone position, then sitting and standing, all these postures are said to be the cultural poses. And we are doing all these cultural poses with a view to develop that kind of capacity to sit for a long time in one asana without any discomfort. That is what is the purpose. So asasane dide yogi, first you should have the firm position in asana. Hitmit, bashi hitmit asana. Bashi means you should have control over your sensory organs. And then what is hitkar and what is mitkar? For the pranayama practitioners, because in this pranayama practice you are going to increase the heat of the body. Therefore, whatever is food which is hitkar, agreeable, that food is to be consumed. That is what it says. It must suits you to your temperament. It must suits to your constitution. Now, in everywhere, wherever you are, you have to always, because no dietitian can let you know that your constitution is this, and you have to decide on the basis of your own observations. If you eat something, say for example the cucumber, it is said if you eat this cucumber in a daytime, it is said to be hira, diamond. But if you eat cucumber in the night, it will create spida. Here hira and it creates spida. So it is a raw jello-cell, if you eat it in the afternoon, in the lunch. So, but every one of us is having different constitution, different temperament. So as per our own temperament, but one thing is common to all of us, that whenever we are starting this practice of pranayama, this heat will be created in the body, and with a view to sublime this, it is prescribed always that ghee, milk and moong ki khichdi, which is considered to be the best one, and it is suitable to all the constitution. And Guru Upadishta Margan, pranayama should not be practiced without the master. Master should be there, because you are going to use your sophisticated organs in this process, and if something goes wrong, there may be damage, and that whatever is damaged, it may not be available in the supermarket. So therefore, we have to take the proper advice. You people don't laugh, I don't know why. You are so serious, so serious. जी, Nadi, that is what we have done in the Shodhan Kriya in the beginning, So Nadi Shuddhi is a pranayama also. Anulom Bilom you are practicing every day. This is called Nadi Shuddhi pranayama. Okay? But so long your nadis are not purified, you will not be a yogi. This after the Nadi Shuddhi only, yogi sangrahane kshama, you will be able to hold the prana inside, otherwise not. So therefore, purificatory process is to be done in the beginning before opting the practice of pranayama. जी, मेरा ख्याल से तो what I wanted to say is that see, my constitution does not allow me to eat curd at night. I have observed. So don't depend upon anybody. You have to eat and you have to see the result.
In general, also people are telling that night mein curd lagana chahiye, but pura whole south is taking curd.
That is what, because of the geographical problems. Because here every day I am taking this buttermilk, and there is no problem at all. Because it is only because of the geographical problems. But what do you call it? देश काल परिस्थिति. Simple बात. त्यागी साहब जबरदस्त शब्द देते जब देते हैं तो। ओके, सो दूर देशे तथा अरण्ये, he is also the second one, adau sthanam, where you have to practice the pranayam, it is to be decided. It should not be uneven. He is going to discuss, it should not be uneven. उबड़ खाबड़ नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be even place wherever you sit. Kalam, time. He is also going to talk about the time when this yoga practice is to be started. And mitahara, the concept of mitahara is also discussed whenever there is it is related to the food. And there are three things: quality, quantity, as well as your attitude towards the food. So that will be discussed whenever this context comes. Nadi Shuddhi Tata Paschat. And in the beginning, you have to do the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, then only you can do it. Sadhyet. Dur Deshe Tatha Aranye. One should not practice far off place. Suppose you, now as we are coming from this building to this, so we should not go 3-4 kilometers, somewhere. Dur Deshe. It should not be a far off place. Tatha Aranye. It should not be a forest. Rajdhanyam. We should not practice it in the Rajdhani also. Tatha Janantike. Capital city. We have to understand the inherent meaning. कैपिटल में क्या होता है, बहुत सारी गाड़ियाँ और ये वो उटपटांग होता है. So that is what is to be avoided. This is the inherent meaning. फॉरेस्ट में जंगली जानवर होते हैं, आपने आंखें बंद किया खा सकते हैं. And then जनांत के मैंने when wherever there is a crowd, आदमी वो लोग बहुत है. योगारंभम न कुर्यात. You should not start your practice. कृताश्चेद सिद्धिदा भवेत्. If you do it, then you will not be successful. Aviswasam Durdeshe. See, why you should not go for the far off place. That is what he is talking. In far off place, what will happen thereafter? Avishwasam. There is no security at all. Then Aranye, forest, there is no protection. Rakshit varjitam. Lokaranye prakashascha. Now, if you go to the middle of this crowd, so prakashascha, people will continuously see you, what you are doing, why you are doing. They will raise so many questions. Have you heard a small story? Let me tell you a small story. बात कहाँ होती है, वो यूपी में एक स्टोरी है. आपको पता है कि वो घोड़ा होता है और एक गधा होता है, और बिकॉज वो अंग्रेज नहीं है इसमें, तो इसलिए हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं. वो अंग्रेज अभी तक आई नहीं, लगता है सो गई है. घोड़ा और गधा, और उसके बीच में एक और जाति है, उसको क्या बोलते हैं आप लोग? तो यूपी में उसको टट्टू बोलते हैं. टट्टू बोलते हैं. तो एक बाप और बेटा दोनों टट्टू पे बैठे हुए जा रहे हैं. Some of them they don't know you, let me tell now. तो कुछ लोग मिले और उन्होंने कहा, कैसे बेवकूफ़ हैं ये बाप और बेटा, क्या इसको टट्टू को जान नहीं है? और उन्होंने वो सुना, और सुन करके वो प्रभावित हो गए. नमस्ते. अब उससे प्रभावित हुए तो बाप ने कहा कि बेटा तुम बैठो, हम पैदल चलते हैं। अब बोलने वाले बोल के चले गए। अब दूसरे आ गए, दूसरा ग्रुप मिला, कैसा बेवकूफ़ बेटा है, बाप पैदल चल रहा है और खुद टट्टू पे बैठा है। नाउ फिर बेटा प्रभावित हुआ तो उसने कहा पिताजी आप बैठो, मैं पैदल चलता हूँ। फिर वो बोल के बोलने वाले चले गए। फिर आगे कुछ 2-4 जन और मिले, कैसा बेवकूफ़ बाप है, बेटा पैदल चल रहा है, खुद टट्टू पे बैठा है। वो बेटा बाप भी प्रभावित हुआ। अब दोनों पैदल चल रहे हैं, टट्टू भी खाली चल रहा है। फिर मिले 2-4 जन, कैसे बेवकूफ़ हैं, टट्टू खाली जा रहा है, खुद पैदल चल रहे हैं। कहने का मतलब ये है, लोगों का काम है कहना और उनका काम है कहना, इसलिए उनके बीच में कभी इस प्रकार का काम नहीं करना। दैट इज जस्ट वी वर जोकिंग ईच अदर, नथिंग इज देयर, यू नो। So you are going to live 100 years, more than 100 years.
Oh, because just was talking about
Okay. Tasmat, therefore, he said, Tasmat, means therefore, this three should be avoided. That is what he says. And then, what kind of place? Sudeshe, Dharmike Rajye, Subhikshe Nirupadrave, Kritva Tatrekam Kutiram, Prachir Pariveshtitam, बापी कूप तड़ागम च प्राचीर मध्यवर्ती च नात्युच्चम नाति निम्नम च कुटीरम कीट वर्जितम. That is what in the morning I was talking about. Sudeshe, this place, the people who are residing, they are thinking towards the welfare of others. That is called Sudesh, where people think about the welfare of others. This is called Sudesh. Dharmike, people are doing their whatever duties properly. Subhikshe, Subhikshe means where you can get this bhiksha, or Nirupadrav, where there is no nuisance, no problems. Upadrav means problems, kind of problem, nuisance is created by the people. Where there is no nuisance, where there is no problems, that is called Nirupadrav. Kritva tatra ekam kutiram, a small hut we have to build, and Prachir Pariveshtitam. Prachi stand for the this wall, you know, but boundary wall. Prachir bole to boundary wall. So it should be Pariveshtitam. There should be a boundary wall, compound you can say, in other words. And in that compound, Bapi Koop Tadagam cha Prachir Madhyavarti cha, there should be a source for the water. Bapi Koop Tadagam cha, in the compound there should be a well or a small pond. Prachir Madhyavarti. However, this Prachir should not be, this boundary should not be, what do you call this, situated in the middle of the, what do you call, ये बापी कूप तड़ाक मिडल में नहीं होना चाहिए. That is what it says. It should not be in the middle. So नाति उच्चम, it should not be the क्या बोलेंगे उसको, too high or too low. नाति उच्चम नाति निम्नम, जो कुटीरम कीट varjitam. There should not be any germ, bacteria, etc. And therefore people were using. Therefore he says, Samyak gomaya liptam cha gomaya. Now it should be smeared with the cow dung. Tatra nirmitam, kutiram tatra nirmitam, evam sthaneshu gupteshu. This place, your sadhana place should be gupta. Nowadays, people, mandir, they are keeping one room for the temple in their house, and also they are practicing in the same room. So this place should be gupta, it should be secret. It should not be, you don't invite people to come there, because you will be indulged in the gossiping, and what will happen to your practice. Therefore, this place should be secret. And then pranayamam, gupteshu pranayamam, then only you have to start practicing. Now, kal, time. Hemante shishre grishme varshayam cha ritau tatha yogarambham na kurbita. हेमंत में, शिशिर में, ग्रीष्म में, in rainy season, all these seasons are to be avoided with a view to start the practice of yoga. Na kurbit krite yogi hi rogada. If you do it during these seasons, then you will become rogi, patient. Now, when is to be done? It should be done in Basante or Shardi. Praktam yogarambam samabhyaset. Now, it was discussed with you that it should be practiced in November, December and September, October के? October, November. It is October, November. कौन सा होता है ये शरद ऋतु? Half. So that is, and Basant. So this two. Yeah. Chaitradi, that is Tatha yogi bhavet siddho rogan mukto bhavet drubam. And you will, if you have some problem, you will be able to overcome that problem with the help of this practice. If you start your practice in a Basant or Sharad, that is what it says. चैत्रादि फाल्गुणांते च माघादि फाल्गुणांते के दो मासात ऋतु भागान अनुभवाच चतुश्चतु. See, it says duration of each session, चैत्रादि फाल्गुणांते माघादि फाल्गुणांतिके, 2 months season. From the point of view to general effect during of each session is 4 months for the 6-fold classification. Seasons begin from Chaitra and end in Falguna. From the point of view of the general effect, they begin from Magha and end in Falguna. I think इसका अंग्रेजी को नहीं किया क्या अपन ने? ये कब फाल्गुन कब होता है, ये कब होता है, इसका इंग्लिश होना चाहिए. लोग आजकल कहाँ समझते हैं इसको? लिखा है ना आपके बर्ज पे? ठीक है, फिर कोई जरूरत नहीं. बसंत चैत्र विशाखो ज्येष्ठा आषाढ़ा च ग्रीष्म को. कौन कौन से ग्रीष्म ऋतु के महीने हैं वो बताइए जरा, पढ़िए. हाँ जी. हाँ हाँ जी हाँ. हाँ जी. और वर्षा श्रावण भाद्राभ्याम जुलाई अगस्त, और शरदा अश्विन कार्तिक, ये शरद हो गई. मार्ग पौषो चो हेमंता. मार्ग है ना पौष. क्या है मार्ग पौष में? कौन सा महीना आता है? हाँ, शिशिरो माघ फाल्गुन. और शिशिर जो है, अब पौष पूर्णिमा है ना, कल या परसों. हाँ. यस. अनुभावम प्रवक्ष्यामि ऋतूनाम च यथोदितम माघादि माधवांतेषु बसंतानुभवम विदु. चैत्रादि च आषाढ़ंतम च निधागानुभवम विदु आषाढ़ादि च आश्विनी अंतम प्रावृषानुभवम विदु भद्रादि मार्ग शीर्षांतम शरदो अनुभवम विदु कार्तिक माघ मासांतम हेमंत अनुभव। ये ऋतुओं का भी उन्होंने कर दिया। इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल, यू गो थ्रू डायरेक्टली। बसंते वापि शरदी योगारंभम तु कार्येत। नॉट ओनली बसंत एंड शरद ऋतु, these are considered to be the best time for initiating your practices, to be very frank. तदा योगी भवेत् सिद्धो बिना आयासेन कथ्यते। So without any ayas, without any hurdle, you will be able to accomplish your practice. Now this is a one part of it. Now the third part is mitaharam. Mitaharam binayastu yogarambham tu karyet नाना रोगो भवेत् तस्य किंचित योगो न सिद्ध्यति। नाना रोग, देयर विल बी ए वेरियस सेवरल काइंड्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स, देयरफॉर किंचित योगो न सिद्ध्यति, यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू डू एनी काइंड ऑफ योगा मिताहारम बिना, विदाउट कीपिंग दिस कंसेप्ट इन माइंड। इफ यू डोंट टेक द केयर ऑफ योर फूड हैबिट्स and if you go for the practice of pranayama, then you will become a victim of various problems. That is what he says. Are you agree with this? So what kind of food should be avoided, what kind of food should be taken? So shalyannam jabapishtam cha godhuma pishtakam mudgam mash chanakadi shubram tu tushvarjitam। अब ये इसके वो इंग्लिश तो अभी आप ही जानिए, मुझे तो उसके आते नहीं। पटोलम सुवर्णम पानम ककोलम चु शुकाशुकम द्रारिकाम कर्कटी रंभाम डुम्बरी कंटकम आमरंभाम बालरंभाम रंभादंडम च मूलकम भारताकी मूलकम रिद्धि योगी भक्षण आचरेत। These are the things which one should eat. That is what he says. These are the food stuff given by Gerinda. This is to be, so you can see everything. Now there are five type of not five type of बाल शाकम काल शाकम तथा पटोल पत्रकम पंच शाकम, 5 types of leafy vegetable. And what are they? बाल शाकम काल शाकम तथा पटोल पत्रकम, and then पंच शाकम प्रशसनियाद वास्तुकम हेमलोचकिम। These are the lochika, these are the leafy 5 leafy vegetables which are to be consumed by the sadhaka. Now other things are shuddham sumadhuram sanigdham उदर आर्ध विवर्जितम भुज्यते सूर्य संप्रीत्या मिताहारम इबम विदु। What is the concept of mitahara? This is what is the concept. In this regard, although these are the items which are to be avoided, he has also mentioned that, but I think that I have this one presentation, and if it works, it will be good for you to understand about the importance of the food which we consume. Let us see. That food plays a very, very important role in shaping our personality. Therefore, not only for the sake of pranayama practice, but generally we have to keep this in mind. So just see, success in life depends upon many factors. Food not only maintains the physical health, but responsible for our mental attitude and behavior. Now, do we have some recommendations with regard to the food? Yes. Keeping yoga practitioners in mind. We'll answer this question on the basis of the guidelines available in the age-old tradition of yoga. Please go ahead. So these are the texts: Bhagavad Gita, Chandogyopanishad, Taittiriyopanishad, Harpadipika, Grihana Samhita, Shiv Samhita, and Yogopanishad. These are 20 Yogopanishads. First and foremost is हम आधे हैं, आधे हम वेस्टर्न हैं और आधे हम इंडियन हो गए, ईस्टर्न हो गए हैं। तो या तो हम पूरे वेस्टर्न हो जाएं या तो पूरे ईस्टर्न हो जाएं, क्योंकि दोनों का कल्चर भिन्न भिन्न है। सो modern dietitians are more concerned with the and but from where you are getting this protein, they don't bother for that. If you getting protein by killing an animal, they have no objection. What are the resources for the nutritive food? They have nothing to do with this. They need this much carbohydrate, this much mineral, this much that, protein, this much, and this is a balanced diet which should be consumed everybody, you know. That is what is their concept. So food items are analyzed on the basis of the proper proportion of protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamins, etc. to maintain the physical health. Recently, the effect of food on brain and nerve impulses is being recognized by these people. आगे. Now, लेकिन if you pay attention to the Indian thought, what it says, Anna vai Brahma. So food is said to be Brahman. All living beings are born out of this food or this Brahman and being sustained by this food. Emphasis is not only on nutritive value of the food items, but also on their source, season, geographical considerations, individual constitutions and taste. Taste means the temperament. So, food is understood in tune with the Mahabharatas, the great vows, that is Ahimsa, Satya, etc. If you go to Vashishta Samhita, Yagnavalkya, they have accepted 10 yamas and 10 niyamas, wherein under the yamas they have accepted the mitahara. So in line with these virtues, we have to follow this. So Indian journey of life does not start from Annamaya Kosha and ends on the Annamaya Kosha. No, it talks about the Anandamaya Kosha. But the sensory inputs are also considered to be as ahara. Our concept of ahara is not limited to the food which we consumed. Whatever the sensory inputs you take in, that is also called ahara. Is it okay? If you ask this question to the modern dietitians, what they say? Body is a machine and this machine needs fuel, and this fuel you get from the food, water and air. This water, food and air gets converted into energy. It maintains the temperature of the body, that's all. That is what is the concept. Go ahead please. But आगे जाइए. बट हमारे यहाँ का थॉट क्या है? एसेंस पार्ट. आवर ट्रेडिशन सेज चतुर्विधस्य अन्नस्य. इट इज अवेलेबल इन छांदोग्य उपनिषद एज वेल एज इन दिस शिव संहिता. चतुर्विधस्य अन्नस्य रसास्त्रेधा विभज्यते. तत्र सारतमो भागाः लिंग देहस्य पोषकाः. So whatever the 4 kinds of food you consume every day, it gets converted into 3 juices, 3 rasas. The first ras is considered to be the Uttam ras, the essence of the food, and that nourishes your Suksham Sharira, your subtle body. Subtle body contains, according to Vedanta, it is 18 elements, and according to Sankhya Yoga, it is 17 elements. Am I correct? 17 or 18? No, no.
वेदांत में 16 है, थोड़ा सा
17 and either 18 something. Okay, so Suksham Shri, which includes your mind, means manas, includes your intellect, manas, and your subtle sensory organs, the sensory modalities, and in Vedanta this prana, 5 prana is also included. So this is all is Suksham Sharir. So this essence of the food, it nourishes your subtle body, and the middle part of this food nourishes your physical body. Then third part, it is a waste part. Whatever you grind, at home, something remain. So that is to be expelled out from the body, and you are expelling out whatever you are expelling out. This is what is waste part, is to be thrown out from the body, CO2 by lungs, etc., etc. So Pran is responsible for digesting the food. I have discussed with you in the beginning. You must know how Pran is working in the body before starting the practice of pranayama. So if food is not followed in tune with one's constitution and temperament, it becomes the cause of our various problems. Please go ahead. The yogic concept of ahar is individualistic. Our modern concept is generalized. So food is an essential need which is to be satisfied in tune with one's body constitution and temperament. Therefore, all Hatha Yogic texts, they say hitkar and mitkar food. Now, to sustain the life, it is said in Ayurveda that there is a 3 upastambhas. What is that? Ahar, food, nidra, and brahmacharya. These are the 3 upastambhas which are considered to be the base. So, healthy food should be considered as tasty, and not tasty food as healthy. Please keep in mind. So whatever we eat, accordingly we develop our attitude and our behavior. Yes? हाँ? पीछे जाना भैया जरा. See, एक पीछे जाना है. Healthy food should be considered as tasty. And nowadays this pizza, burger is very tasty. Bada pav is very tasty. What you call it? Bada pav. Bada pav is tasty, pizza is tasty, burger is tasty. Tasty, So, this tasty food should be avoided. The food dal, chawal, roti, sabji, this may not be tasty, but it should be consumed. Okay? Next. Now, that is what our tradition says in Bhagavad Gita, and then only Yogo Bhakti. आपकी टी शर्ट किधर है? योगो भक्ति दुखहा. So, Bhagavad Gita says, for the yoga practitioners, they should not follow the upavas in the beginning. Nati ashnata yogo asti na chek. So, what yoga is not possible for him who eats too much atyahar, or for him who abstains too much from the eating. So moderation is to be followed. So in yoga, if you are starting initial stage, this do not eat much, overeating should be avoided, as well as don't abstain yourself to eating. You have to eat. Moderation is to be followed. So atyahara prayasacha prajalpo niyamaga, that is what is in Atpar Deepika and other text also says, practice of yoga gets futile by overeating. Please go ahead. Just giving you the idea. जल्दी जल्दी करेंगे, लोगों को सब पता ही है। मिताहारम बिना यस्तु योगारंभम सुकार्येत, दैट इज व्हाट आपकी गैरण्य संहिता कह रही है। नाना रोग भवेत् तस्य किंचित योगो न सिद्ध्यति। दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव डिस्कस्ड। गो अहेड। योग लीड्स टू द नेचुरल लिविंग, and when one lives in tune with the mother nature, he starts recognizing all those factors which give क्या unnatural living, and by adopting the various methods of yoga, the unnatural living thereby starts living in tune with the nature. Now here one thing is to be understood, because this is how you are going to understand this. Now this is what is the Ritu. If you go through the Ayurvedic text Ritu Charya, there is a book Ritu Charya. So in every Ritu the food stuff should be changed. ऋतु चर्या के अनुसार भोजन करना चाहिए। अब मैं यहाँ आ गया तो यहाँ का जियोग्राफिकल चेंजेस के कारण मैंने यहाँ ताक पीना शुरू कर दिया। लोनावाला में ताक पीऊँगा तो दूसरे दिन उठूँगा नहीं, यहाँ मुझे पच रहा है वो, ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द क्राइम। एक बात। और दूसरा ये क्या कहा इसमें कि नेचुरल लिविंग क्या होता है, सीजन के अनुसार अगर आपने खाना खाया, टाइम से आपने उठे, टाइम से सोए, दैट इज व्हाट इज लिविंग इन ट्यून विद मदर नेचर। अब रात सोने के लिए बनी है और आप जाग रहे हैं, आप जा कर के वो क्या वो कहते हैं उसको आईटी, नो
इंटरनेट
नहीं वो अपने आजकल वो बीपीओ होल नाइट यू आर वर्किंग एंड डे टाइम यू आर ईटिंग एंड स्लीपिंग। इज इट इन ट्यून विद मदर नेचर? इज दिस लिविंग इज इन ट्यून विद मदर नेचर? वेरी डेंजरस। दे आर वर्किंग in the night because they are in America, there is a day and they are working for them. This is a problem. So we have to learn in tune with mother nature, otherwise it will be unnatural living, and this unnatural living will create many problems. So with regard to this concept of mitahara, three things: quality of food, this quality is wholesome, it should be pure. Now people used to go to the 5-star hotel. What they are eating in the 5-star hotel?
Frozen food.
The food which does not contain any prana. And but when you come out from the 5-star, your collar is tight. Oh, today all food preserved with chemicals, and it is kept for the months together in the refrigerator, which does not contain any, and therefore it is recommended pure and fresh lubricated food, fruits, sprouts, green vegetables, milk and ghee, etc. What kind of food? Unwholesome, stimulant, intoxicant, fried, garlic, onion, chili, coffee, tea, and all other acid forming food. And here is a long list given by Gerinda as well as in Hatpradipika. Okay, go ahead. So quantity, let us divide our hunger in 4 parts. So 2 parts you fill with the solid food. What is that solid food? Roti, sabji, dal, chawal, chutney, whatever it may be. Fill with this 2 parts should be filled with the solid food, rest part with the water, and the 4th part should be kept empty. But when we go to the buffet dinner, what happens to us? They have to. Even though, we were talking Viruddha, now we saw that there is a coffee stall, and then thereafter this ice cream. So कॉफी पीने की आइसक्रीम पे भी बैठ जाते हैं, अलग अलग है. So this is to be kept. Means the simple is भूख रख के खाइए, पूरा फुल मत खाइए, भूख रख के खाइए. Because you know the Saman Pran is residing in the umbilicus area, which is responsible for digesting the food. If you don't give space to move this prana, if you eat up to the glottis, then there will be no space for this Saman Prana to move. So how this churning will, assimilation will take place? So neither overeating nor undereating. So therefore, yukta ahar, moderation is to be followed with regards to the food. Please go ahead. Now prayerful attitude. Why this is said? If you are angry and if you eat, if you are totally tired, if you eat, this will turn everything in the form of acid, you know. Therefore, release all kinds of tensions in the beginning. You become, because your digestion starts right from the mouth, you know, all digestive juices will be secreted when you start this. So therefore, and what happens to you when you pray? This prayer releases you from all kinds of tensions, whether they are physical, mental, or whatever. Even though at that point of time you think that you are eating because you want to, that the God which is sitting inside should continue with this temple, you know, keeping that. Otherwise, अहंकार विमूढ़ आत्मा भोक्ता भी मानता है, वो टूट पड़ते हैं फिर हम लोग. सो देयरफॉर वेरी केयरफुल. आगे चलिए. नाउ these are the 4 things for the practice of pranayam I was talking. Athasane, control over the senses, moderation, moderate and agreeable food, and proper guidance from a guru. आगे चलिए साहब. Now in general, the 3 hours gap after one meal prescribed by Girin Samhita, but this cannot be accepted as hard and fast rule. When to eat? This is a question now. When to eat? Whenever there is a need of energy, you have to eat. Now if you are working continuously on sitting, by sitting on the chair, and the person who is working in the field, is there any difference? The child plays and comes, mummy dena kuch khane ko. Isn't it? Because he based the energy accordingly. So when to eat? Whenever there is a need of energy, we have to eat. How you are going to know this, that there is a need of energy? If you are hunger, if you feel hungry, if you feel thirsty, and if your right nostril is working, take it for granted that there is a need of energy, and therefore you have to eat. Something is to be eaten at that point of time. उसको खाली मत जाने दीजिए, कुछ तो खा लीजिए, 2 बिस्किट खा लीजिए. So in general, it says 3 hours, but it is not general rule. अब वानप्रस्थियों के लिए, गृहस्थियों के लिए, सन्यासियों के लिए, जो अगर गृहस्थी डबल खाता है, वानप्रस्थी को उसका आधा खाना चाहिए. वो आधा खाता है तो सन्यासी ने उससे भी आधा खाना चाहिए. ऐसा लिखा है शास्त्र में. सो डू नॉट ईट व्हेन फिजिकली टायर्ड. क्यों नहीं खाना चाहिए जब आप फिजिकली टायर्ड है? सो योर डाइजेशन, इनडाइजेशन विल बी देयर. ईट वाइल राइट नोस्ट्रल इज डोमिनेंट. आगे चलिए जल्दी जल्दी. नाउ हाउ टू ईट. कितना चबाते हैं हम लोग उस फूड को? एक बार इधर रखते हैं, दूसरी बार इधर ले जाते हैं, और तीसरी बार गलप मशीन अपने आप लेगी, देखेगी, हिसाब करेगी. कितने दांत हैं हमारे मुंह में? 32. तो 32 टाइम्स उसको चबाना चाहिए हमने. चबाते हैं क्या 32 टाइम्स? What is the purpose of giving 32 teeth? So 32 times it should be chewed properly. Avoid any kind of exertion soon after the meal. Immediately after eating, why we should not do this? Immediately after the food, you should not do any exertion. Why? Can you say something? Because the energy which is going to digest the food will be diverted and there will be again indigestion problem. So therefore, soon after the meal, उल्टा आपको बाम कुक्षी सोना चाहिए. I have mentioned count your breath 8 times. खाने के बाद सीधा होके सोइए. 8 श्वास अपने गिनिए, बाजू वाले के नहीं, दूसरे के नहीं. You have to count your own breathing, not of others' breathing, because we are in a habit of. And then take a turn. Go towards the right side 16 times and 32 times in left side. Ultimately, food will be properly reach wherever it has to reach. So this formula is to be in the daytime Bam Kukshi, rest a while, but at the evening walk a mile. This formula is to be kept in mind. So at the lunch time it is rest a while. That is what, how to rest, that formula I have given to you.
First on the right side.
Yes, सीधा होके लेटिए.
No, it is first on the right side, then see.
So something is wrong. पीछे जाना भैया जरा.
She first sleeping on the right side first and 16 times on the
Count your breath 8 times while sleeping on the right. No, this is wrong. 8 times सीधा होके, फिर 16 टाइम राइट साइड, फिर 32 टाइम, 32 times sleeping on the left side. However, after dinner walk a mile. Okay?
Sir, why walk after dinner? Digestion do not work that time.
No.
Same energy होता चला
नहीं. तो वॉक कैसा नहीं कर, रिस्ट वॉक थोड़ी बोला हमने. आराम से घूमो, थोड़ा फूड वो हो जाएगा. ये मेरा फॉर्मूला थोड़ी है, जुग जुगांतर से. ओके, आगे बढ़ो भाई. सो फिलोसफिकल in Bhagavad Gita also sattvic, rajasic and tamasic food. You know, so recommendation is of sattvic food. आगे बढ़ो आप, ये सब जानते हैं ना इनको. Seasonal food items are recommended. However, food items are classified on the basis of tridoshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So, if your constitution is Vata, if your prakriti is Vata, then if you eat Vatatmak, aggravating the Vata, so you have to choose that food stuff which subside the Vata. If you are being Kapha prakriti, avoid that food stuff which aggravates the Kapha. Do you understand what I am talking? So this is what we have to do. So go ahead. Now with regard to the purity, this is most important. How you are earning your food. This is very important. Sources of earning food is pure. Mental attitude while cooking. See, mother when cooks for her children, you know, sometime when wife cooks and if she is angry, something may go wrong. But when mother cooks, it will never go wrong. So how you are cooking? Usually it is said in the villages, राग रसोई पागड़ी कभी कभी बन जात. राग when you sing कभी कभी बन जाता है, रसोई भी कभी कभी बहुत अच्छी बन जाती है और पगड़ी कभी कभी बांधी तो वो भी बहुत अच्छी बन जाती है. सो राग रसोई पागड़ी कभी कभी बन जाता. So thus food is not only a physical substance but also responsible for our moral and immoral behavior and attitude. Therefore, क्या लिखा है? आर शुद्धौ सत्व शुद्धि. When your food is pure, Sattva stands for the Antakarna. So your Antakarna will be Shuddha. When Antakarna is Shuddha, your memory will be pertinent. Ar Shuddho Sattva Shuddhi Sattva Shubho Dhruva Smriti. You will remain goal oriented. You will never forget. As usually we are forgetting. So this is Dhruva Smriti. Smriti Labhe, when this kind of Smriti, there will be no conflict. Sarv Grantinam Vipramoksha. Then there will be no conflict at all in your mind. That is what it says. Now, food is at the base of our morality. Thus, this concept has also is associated with values like non-injury, and therefore this Yuktahara, Mitahara have been recommended. Food has also been classified on the basis of Tridoshas, identified as Sattvic, Rajasic. Out of this, the Sattvic food is recommended, but Rajasic and Tamasic food prohibited. This is what is the conclusion. So, method of eating, when to eat, how to eat, quality, quantity, attitude of mind during meal have been given sufficient emphasis. Food is not merely a physical substance, rather it has been accepted as one of the important contributors towards shaping our personality, whole personality. 1/4 of each meal should be contain living food, which contains vegetables, fruits, grains, sprouts, etc.
Thank you.
And thank you very much.